Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us on the first episode of Live Lunch Break in 2014. That makes count them, 3 calendar years in which we have done Live Lunch Break. And none of you ever thought it would last this long, did you? But we at theday.com knew that it would. It's always nice when hometown visionary Bill Dumas comes back, now located on the West Coast where he does many great things. Bill returns every holiday season, it seems, and blesses us with some of his music. Now, you have a bipartite sort of a band, by which I mean you got a West Coast version and the East Coast version, and we have Ludent on the very beautiful 12-string back there. And, of course, everybody knows Chris and Sue McKay, not only, well, because they're in like 42 bands. But, so anyway, we're glad to have Blonde Furniture as our first band of the year. Take it away, gentlemen and lady.
Happy New Year.
Pretended that I loved you. I did all this to kiss you, but it's not your fault. Don't ever fall apart. You gave me all that night. You made my life so bright. It's just the way I felt. You're just too much for me. You gave it all to me, but I was just a freak. It was just a freak. Now I sing for you. My heart is going through. Can I have a chance to give it back to you? Now I sing for you. My heart is going through. Don't give up now and leave me. Don't ever fall apart. Now I sing for you. My heart is going through. Can I have a chance? Give it back to you. When you sleep, when you sleep, when you sleep, when you sleep, you never hold me close to you. When you dream, when you dream, when you dream, when you dream, you never go out. And I don't know what you're gonna gonna say to me? When you finally find the nerve to leave? When you see me, when you see me, when you see me, when you see me, you never look into my eyes. When I think it's funny how you know that much to me. I was lost, I was lost, I was lost, I was lost, but now I'm found. And I don't know what you're gonna say to me. When I finally find the nerve to leave. And I don't know what I'm gonna say to you. When I finally find the nerve to leave. Long years in this dark age, some talk of change, mostly it sounds the same. It's a long, long road, and we have to find our way back home. It's a long, long road. It's a long, long road, and we have to find our way back home. Have a plan. You have a plan. They won't have a chance. They won't have a chance. Freedom has been outlawed. Freedom's got outlawed in this war of fear. In this war of fear. It's a long, long road, and we have to find our way back home. It's a long, long road. It's a long, long road, and we have to find our way back home. Find our way back home. Find our way home. Find our way back home. Look at what we've lost.
Look at what we've lost.
Start the revolution.
Stop the revolution.
Or take the blue pill now.
Take the blue pill now.
It's a long, long road
And we had to find
our way back home.
It's a long, long road.
It's a long, long road,
And we have to find
our way back home.
Find our way back home.
Find our way home.
Find our way back home.
Find our way home.
Find our way back
Find our
home.
way.
Find our way back
Thank you. Detuning. Somebody tell me when I hit D. Thank you.
D to me.
The accordion says D, it's a D. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I feel itching a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 till the flames grew higher. Burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. A taste of love is sweet. When hearts like ours meet, I fell for you like a child. Oh, but that fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I fell into a burning river. I went down, 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 come and play. Burns, burns, the ring of fire,
The ring of fire.
Thank you very much. That's the first half of our set. So, it's great to be back in New London. Rick, thanks so much for inviting us, and thank Rich and the Telegraph for inviting us here. It's great. Cool.
Join Steve, Elsie, and friends. Learn and pretend. We keep exploration through our nation, and the music never ends. With Steve, Elsie, and friends. Exploration. Music.
Discovery.
Fun.
Thanks for joining us, today.com. I'm Rick Coster. This is the inaugural live lunch break for 2001-4. And we are blessed to have with us today Blonde Furniture.
Or tortured, depending on your point of view.
Yeah, that's true. And this is Bill Dumas, who all of you old timers around here remember is a local guy, but he has since relocated to Los Angeles, where he has a very successful career as an actor and a filmmaker, along with the music that you do. And the first thing I wanted to ask is, that was a great batch of songs, the ones you wrote as well as the one that we associate with Johnny Cash.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of folks around here know you because as a filmmaker, you were responsible for the documentary, The Reducers, America's Greatest Unsigned Band. I want to know, how is it to be proficient at two different creative visions, I guess you would say? How do you know on any given day what you're going to do?
You know, I don't. I usually have a bunch of projects going on at the same time, and I'm jumping from one to another to another to another, which is good, is in that it keeps me doing a lot of different things that I like to do, but it's also very difficult in trying to complete any one of them. You know, that's the problem. So the Reducers documentary was a 3.5-year project,
Right.
and I started that simultaneously with the POW documentary that I
Right.
did, Missing Presumed Dead. So I was 2 years into that project and started the Reducers, and I only started that because somebody said, I think on the Reducers website, I think Michael Drymiller said, Bill Dumas is doing a documentary on the Reducers. I said, no, not yet. So that's when I started.
But suddenly
That's
you
when-
were.
Yeah, suddenly
Yes.
I was. And then so now I'm doing 2 documentaries and doing the music projects and doing the acting thing and doing, trying to work and make money at the same time. Because none of these things, unfortunately, that I do seem to make very much money, if any money. I'm kind
Well, you're
of
certainly-
losing money sometimes.
You're certainly in good company with a lot of us here, so in that context. But I want to know, have you ever, and I don't mean this, I'm sort of making a joke, but I'm sort of not. Have you ever been playing on the guitar or working on a song or something and went, wait, I was supposed to be in an editing bay 45 minutes ago or whatever.
No, that happens. That happens all the time. Or you realize there's something you're supposed to upload, some video
Right.
or something, and vice versa. You know,
Okay.
oh shoot, you know I got a band practice in Hollywood and I'm supposed to be there. Yeah,
Right.
that happens. Yeah.
Now you have been, even though you're on the West Coast now, you've been associated with and intimately involved in the New London music scene since the early '80s, whether through bands or with your Vinyl Siding record label, which is a pretty early on indie record label.
Yeah, in fact, when I started the first record, it was actually even before I actually had the idea to continue it on as a label. I was going to do one record, and then put rock and roll aside. I was actually gonna get into jazz.
You were gonna be a jazz drummer.
That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to do, you know. So I figured, well, I'll put this vinyl together. And that was started about 1983,
Right.
and I thought I'd be the first music entity in New London to have a 12-inch vinyl release. But it took me so long to do that. I think that release came out when the Reducers' "Let's Go" came out. So
Right.
I was already behind the curve. But then I got the idea to do the compilation. Said this was so much work. It's a shame to just like put it aside and start something new. I said I should just maybe a compilation album. And then I thought about the idea of doing the Towers in New London. And then I said, well, the only way it'll work is if the Reducers are on it, and that'll get everybody else on board. And Peter said, yeah, I'll do it. And then I checked to see if there was other interest in the project, and there was.
There was a lot of interest.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of interest. So that started the actual label thing, and then I kind of spread out and had the most well known probably. Is the maybe it's not well known, but the key players in it, John Cale produced and
Right.
played guitar on it.
Right.
They're Made for TV, the band out of Washington D.C. They had a college hit called "So Afraid of the Russians." Unfortunately, by the time that went from the single to the EP on my label, Glasnost had happened, and people are going, "What do you mean, afraid of the Russians? Aren't they our allies?" You know? So the college kids are going, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean, afraid of the Russians?"
Because we're not. We love them.
They're our friends.
We're tenderly affectionate. All right, so take us up to the present now. You've got new material. You've got this very fine assemblage on the East Coast.
I'm very blessed to have these folks in the band.
You are. And are you going to record?
Yes, we actually started a project sometime during the spring, summer at In Phase Audio in Griswold. It's a great recording studio on a farm. It's like, you know, being on a music retreat out there. It's just beautiful. And John Quinn is our engineer, producer. And I'm so bored with my music that I told John, I said, John, produce this stuff. Take it where you want to take it because it needs some freshness. And he's doing some very interesting things. And see, a lot of the music we're just playing acoustically now. And
Right.
I'm the drummer of the band. I'm not a guitar player. I'm just I'm kind of incognito here, but I'm imitating a guitar player.
Quite
but normally
well.
playing drums.
Very adeptly.
Okay. But normally I'm playing drums, and we
Right.
mostly play an electric set. So it's when we play on a week from Friday, by the way.
Which is the next question.
Yeah, at the 6th string will be an electric version. I'll be playing drums, and
Okay.
and that'll be the rocking version. So our CD will be like a combination of the more like Americana style songs that we really like to play, and then the real rocker
Okay.
songs. Yeah.
So do those songs undergo, have what we heard today already, the songs we've already heard today, had the in-studio Quinn arrangements?
Yes, they have started on all those songs.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're the slower songs. I mean, the songs that really lend themselves to being played slowly and softly are going to be very similar to what you heard tonight. The
Right.
rocker is going to be way out there.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. We're talking with Bill Dumas of the band Blonde Furniture, and we're glad he's back in town for the holidays and maybe a little extended beyond because they're recording. This is Live Lunch Break. I'm Rick Coster. You guys want to play a few more for us?
Yeah, well, we're going to do the next song is from the Rave compilation.
Oh.
Our
Reducers
Reducers
tribute.
song. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's hear it.
Na slow. I'm checking out the houses. Hey, where did everybody go? Shops are all closed down now, and all the workers have gone home. I must have missed the last bus because I'm standing on my own. Na 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 na. There's no one left alive here, at least as far as I can tell. It's like a scene from the movie after the bomb already fell. Maybe the kids are all on curfew and gone to bed hours ago. Maybe the folks are watching TV. Hey, maybe I don't wanna know. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Walking, maybe they've all gone underground. They might as well roll up the sidewalk. There isn't anyone around. But the day will come again, and then this nighttime has sealed, and then the sun will shine again. Tell me the sun will shine again. 9, 10, 11, 12 is closing time again. 4, 3, 2, 1, it's closing time again.
Goodbye, my friend.
9, 10, 11, 12 is closing time again.
Goodbye, my friend.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2. It's like the end of the world. I missed the chorus there, and you would never have known it by the way the band covered for me on that. That was amazing. I got to the end of the song. I said, "Wait a minute, we missed the chorus."
Not that we're keeping track.
You know, I'm a little dyslexic and I have ADD, so they got a lot of work to do to cover on my issues. And speaking of those rockers, that was on Tower Street. Rich put out. I think, right? I mean, it's we're doing black and white, right?
Yeah,
Let's
go
do
ahead.
it then.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I thought that I must be dreaming when I saw bright lights in the sky. Apocalyptic clouds were splitting, and I saw my life pass before my eyes. I thought everything would be black and white instead of every shade of gray. Discovered St. Peter is a woman. She looked at me when it was my turn. Well, I thought of everyone I know. That is to say, in a biblical sense. I I knew I didn't have much time. Everything was in shades of black and white. I know it would be different if I had a chance to relive it. I would change again if I could. Please, St. Peter. If I could do it again, it would be one romance till death do us part. If I could do it again, it would be one romance till death do us part. That, believe it or not, is the hardest ending in rock and roll. I don't know why. It's the hardest.
In our world.
What's that?
In our world.
In our world. In our world. I've got one more. Did we introduce everybody yet? I didn't. Okay, we're gonna get to the introductions in a little while. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I could never be the one you wanted me to be. Oh, why I even care when I could only be me. I don't know why I still think of you, guess 'cause there's no one else. First you told me you wouldn't be seen in my car. Then you told me you didn't like the clothes I wear, but you like my gold credit cards. If only I could use them, we could go far. I don't know why I still think of you, guess 'cause there's no one else. I'd stayed alone. Instead you took me home. You took me all the way. I just wished I had gone away from you. don't need to be. And why I even care when I could be me. I don't know why I still think of you, guess there's no one else. No one else. There's no one else. There's no one else. There's no one else. There's no one else. No one else. No one else like you. Thank God.
Most excellent. Sue McKay here on the accordion. Back there is Chris McKay on percussion and vocals. This is Ludent Trammell on 12-string, harp, backing vocals, and of course, Bill Dumas. I said Dumas earlier.
You know, there's so many pronunciations, even the ones I don't like. But my whole family says Dumas.
Oh.
And when I first moved out of California, I met this woman. She said, Dumas. Don't you know who Alexander Dumas is? You're a writer. You should use that pronunciation. So ever since then,
Dumas. Well, I'm from the South, and that's how we would have pronounced it. And then I came up here and thought I better say
it the right way.
yes. So I hope that did not ruin your enjoyment of Blonde Furniture, because otherwise it was very excellent. Thanks as always to Rich and Daphne and the Telegraph Record Store. I'm Rick Coster for the day. You guys will be at the Six String Cafe next week. Is that Friday or Saturday?
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night.
And Dog Bite is doing the free happy hour from 6 to 8. And Sue McKay and Chris McKay will be there as Chris McKay and the Tone Shifters.
Yep,
We're playing
great
at first.
band.
We're playing at 9.
So it's a perfect evening.
It's a great evening.
You have to go nowhere else.
What else is there to do?
All right. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Rick Coster for the day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.